Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining into our podcast, The Stamp of Approval. So during COVID-19, I'm providing many podcast episodes with a variety of the very best professionals in the business to help you navigate your life during these uncertain times. You know, you will get through this. Create a plan for yourself, your business, and take action. I'm Kristin Stampini. My husband, Mark, and I own multiple businesses. In 2017, we opened our virtual assistant business where we help small business owners hire, train, and staff very affordable administrative assistants virtually. My real estate career began during actually the financial crisis back in 2007, and I was personally bankrupt and broke during that time, and that's when my business actually took off. During that time, my husband and I also built $1 million real estate team. We also have a real estate investment company, and I'm a real estate coach for the Craig Proctor system. Today, my guest, and I'm so excited to have my friend and professional, Dr. Kim Vaccaro. So Kim has a doctorate of naturopathic medicine, and she's also a postural alignment specialist, a certified personal trainer, and a registered yoga instructor. So Dr. Kim is a holistic lifestyle expert. With her background in naturopathic medicine, she empowers clients with an understanding of the unique physiology, identifying the root cause of systems and lifestyle factors that are contributing to the process. And during this time, it is so important that we're taking care of ourselves. Mm-hmm. As a health educator, Kim has guided thousands of clients to exceed their wellness goals and improve their quality of life. Dr. Kim's passion for supporting people to heal themselves led her to the world-renowned Hippocrates Health Institute, and that's where I met Dr. Kim. She was amazing and one of the most knowledgeable people I have ever met in the field. She is also, she served as co-founder of the Weight Loss and Fitness Academy there. And, you know, as you guys have seen me, a lot of you, I have now lost just about 50 pounds from starting there and from Kim's help, of course. And basically, Kim now works wellness yoga, philosophy, and fitness mechanics, equips Kim to offer the utmost in comprehensive care. Kim now works with clients one-on-one and in groups remotely. So, and I've been a part of her groups, and she's amazing. You know, you can find her online at drkimvaccaro.com, on YouTube at Move, Nourish, Recover with Dr. Kim, and on a public Facebook group, Lifestyle as Medicine, Health Through Habits. So there's lots of different ways to find Dr. Kim, and Kim is excited to share some of these lifestyle wellness techniques today, and we'll discuss, you know, specifically stress management during this COVID-19. Also, you know, making sure that we're having movement. Okay. And of course, very important, nutrition. Welcome, Kim.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here because, like you were saying, my passion is lifestyle medicine. And what better time than now to really focus our energy inward and be proactive, like you're saying, about the things that we can affect in our daily life. And that has everything to do with that, to move, nourish, recover. I think of lifestyle medicine as styling our life for wellness. So that has everything to do with scheduling what time we wake up and what time we go to bed, scheduling our meals, our activity, our relaxation, and all of that is predictability. Our body responds to consistency and regularity. And when everything in our environment, our work, our social is changing, the body is really looking to you for how to respond. And
so let me ask you, so that's a great thing, you know, because most of us are at home, right? And working from home, we still should have a routine every day, right?
Exactly. And that's the easiest thing to go, especially when we have kids at home, when things are different. The body responds to consistency. And that has even to do with how our hormones respond. But I'm getting a little bit off track. I do want to focus on that move, nourish, recover. And before we get to the lifestyle aspect, I think probably a lot of people are looking for the specifics. Tell me what to do, what to take. So I want to give you that, and then we'll kind of get into the why, the environment that is supporting these things. So we want to specifically target our immune system, obviously, and I'll give you some examples of how to do that, but then also really remembering, this is what I'm seeing most consistently with the people that I'm working with, is stress management. And that's supporting our nervous system, because our nervous system has two modes. It has work, sympathetic, fight or flight, stress, fear, anxiety, and then it has recover, heal, rebuild, digest, restore. And we can support our nervous system through sleep hygiene, relaxed breathing, and just the simple act of consistency. When our body sees that predictability, it starts to relax and just ease in a little bit. Are you having an okay time hearing me?
It's pretty good.
Okay, cool. And then third, it kind of pairs with both the immune system and the nervous system, is our respiratory system. This is an upper respiratory condition, coronavirus or the COVID-19. So it's especially important to support our lung function. And that can be as simple as deep breathing. Just taking some relaxed breaths. I'd like to kind of invite all of us to just do that right now. And you can just even let your eyes relax closed. Kind of sit up nice and tall. And just take a moment to notice your breath.
How often should we be doing this, and when should we be doing this?
Go ahead and gently blink your eyes open. Go ahead.
So how often should we be doing this in the day, and then for how long?
Thank you. Consistency is key. And what I was just describing there, you can see we can go on a little bit longer, but it really just takes 2 minutes. There's an app I would recommend on your phone. It's a free app. It's called Breathe, the number 2, Relax. Breathe to Relax. And it's a breath timer, so you can watch on the screen as you breathe in and breathe out. You can set that timer to 5 seconds in and 5 seconds out, and it'll time for you just 2 minutes. And within that 2 minutes, it's about 10 to 12 breaths. And that's all that it takes. I invite you to do that. Just take 2 minutes of deep breaths and notice what it feels like. Just experience the difference after 2 minutes of relaxed breathing. And then you can even get into therapeutically applying that relaxed breath, extending the out breath. So breathing in for just 4 seconds and then breathing out for 8 seconds. That's spending more time in the relax, rest, and recover part of the nervous system. And that is even more effective if you're looking to relax, extend the out breath. But the key is consistency, and I say to pair it with mealtime, back to what I was recommending at the beginning, just consistency in your schedule. If we plan our mealtime and then establish mealtime hygiene, so slowing down and using that relaxed breath just before mealtime. We pair it to meal. We're already eating a couple of times a day. And by using that relaxed breath just before the mealtime, we're getting out of our head, out of that stress response, which is where we're spending most of our time these days, bringing our energy back into the digestive system so that when we do eat the food, we digest it more efficiently and absorb the nutrition from the food. So it is easier and more effective digestion. So that relaxed breathing, I just wanted you to experience that. By breathing deeply, you're literally clearing out the lungs, supporting your respiratory tract, your immune system. I wanted to mention a couple of specific ways to support the immune system. First, look at removing the obstacle to cure. So any sugar, any sweets, high carb foods, the things that a lot of times we look to for comfort, high fat and high sugary foods going to slow down the immune response. So replace those things with dark leafy greens and dark blueberries and dark colored berries. It's what we always hear, that they're healthy, they're great for us, but specifically right now, the dark leafy greens are offering you chlorophyll. Chlorophyll looks just like hemoglobin. It helps the blood to carry oxygen. So by eating dark leafy greens, you're boosting your blood, your body's ability to support your respiratory tract. You can get chlorophyll from chlorella and spirulina. These are two supplements, and also greens. Kale is like the classic form, but collard greens, dandelion greens, beet greens, all of these dark leafy, you're gonna get chlorophyll. It's helping support the blood. And then the dark colored berries are giving you antioxidants. So that's another way of supporting the immune system. Your antioxidants are ACEs, vitamin A, C, E, and selenium. So those are 4 things to look out for. Did you have a question?
Yeah, I'm just saying, so number one, Dr. Kim is here, today with us, but number one is we have, so we want to make sure that we stay non-stressed, right? So that's the breathing part of it. So we want to make sure that a couple times a day, like she was saying, before you eat, for 2 minutes, the breathing, and then the app that you can use is called the stress.
Breathe. It's called Breathe to Relax.
Breathe to relax.
Relax.
So the number 2, relax app, and then do that for 2 minutes before you're eating. It's about consistency, as she said. So when you're stressed, and obviously during this time especially, a lot of people are very stressed out. They don't know about the uncertain times that are going to be coming, right? They don't know how long this is going to last. The other thing that we need to do, so we need to make sure we're not panicking, that we are definitely trying to relieve as much stress as possible, that we have a plan. Okay, so what is the worst thing, and I want you guys to all think about, what is the worst thing that could happen? What for you? I mean, obviously, besides getting sick, what is the worst thing in your life? Okay, and then make a plan. How are we going to do it? Number one, we need to make sure that every single day that we have a plan every day. Like Kim was bringing up at the very beginning, that you have a daily routine. Then you need to keep your stress level down. You need to keep your health really, really high, higher than ever right now, because you need your immune system, right, to be really high. And to do that, it's, like you said, taking, the processed foods, the sugars, right? Things like
processed foods, fast foods, fried foods, sugary, simple carbs, things that are prepackaged. They're low in nutrition, and this is when your body needs it the most. So again, keep it simple on yourself. You don't have to, home cook every single meal from scratch, but go out of your way to add the nutrient-dense foods. And that's the green leafies, as much as you can, and any colorful vegetables. Eat the rainbow. Each color is showing your body a different nutrient profile, like a different vitamin, polyphenols that you're going to get from each of the different colors in your produce.
So what are the best vegetables, and do they need to be fresh or canned, and how should they be cooked to be the best nutrients in them?
So organic, you definitely want to go organic. You can find environmental working group, Clean 15, Dirty Dozen list. Like I was saying before, kale, chard, collard greens, mustard greens, all the greens, beet greens, dandelion greens, and then other brightly, they're called cruciferous. Other green vegetables support your liver. That's something else, an antioxidant, glutathione, produced by your liver. Broccoli sprouts offer or support your body to produce glutathione. I even brought some broccoli sprouts here. I just wanted to show you one of the things that I'm doing with some of the extra time that I have. One of the most nutrient-dense foods in the world. I grew those 5 days ago from seeds. So that something super simple, but you can buy broccoli sprouts from your grocery store. Also regular broccoli. cauliflower, artichoke, asparagus. Those are going to support your liver producing other antioxidants. And then look for colors and berries, dark cherries, raspberries, blackberries, acai, strawberries. That's where you're getting, again, antioxidants. Fresh food as much as possible. Raw is best when you're looking for produce. Organic and raw, the next best would be frozen. Canned doesn't offer very much nutrition at all. So look for fresh, frozen. Raw is ideal. From there, every vegetable is a little bit different, but we think of stir fries a lot. I would recommend steam frying, and that's using just water in a skillet, just enough to warm the vegetables so they're a little bit soft, a little bit easier to digest. The closer they are to raw, the more nutrition available, but remember, they're a little bit harder to digest. So you can, I call it steam fry, to ease the digestion, make it more familiar.
And then the and this is great information, Dr. Kim. I really appreciate it. What about you said the supplements, just a few, just a handful of supplements. We don't need to go crazy on it. And also, where's the best place? Because not all supplements are treated equally. If I go to Costco and pick up a supplement, it's definitely not going to be the same as if I pick it up from somewhere else, right? So just the handful of supplements, and then here's the best place for us to pick those up.
So I would refer you to your local naturopathic association. That's where I would start to find a naturopathic physician that you can work with. They're not licensed in every state, but you can find naturopathic doctors that can support you, or integrative doctors. That's honestly where I would recommend as far as finding the best quality. Some of the brands that I like that you can find over the counter or online, there are sometimes, fraudulent, whatever, but Pure Encapsulations is a brand that I use a lot. And
you can go to Whole Foods.
You can go to Whole Foods and you can find some good brands. But like I was saying, the antioxidants, so vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E, and selenium. Another that I wanted to mention is NAC. This is N-acetylcysteine. It's especially helpful because it's an antioxidant. It helps your liver, again, produce glutathione. It also works to thin mucus. It's like Mucinex, so especially helpful right now. It's supporting the respiratory tract, and it supports to heal from a flu. There was one study that I was looking at, and there's a 75% faster recovery rate.
Wow.
So, for a number of reasons, NAC is very helpful. Some other things to look into supporting your immune system are mushrooms. There are two that I'll mention. Reishi, that's Ganoderma, is one that's helpful, specifically for what's going on right now. And then another is called cordyceps. I don't know if you can read that, but this is cordyceps just in capsule form. I didn't bring the reishi up, but the last that I'll mention here is Sambucus. This is elderberry syrup. Yeah, and you could find these from Whole Foods, would be a good option. So elderberry syrup is great for a number of reasons too. It's a berry, so it has antioxidants, and then it supports the body against viruses. So elderberry syrup is another good one. Vitamin C, of course. When you're looking at vitamin C, a lot of times you find ascorbic acid. And that's okay. It is an acid that you're putting into the body, and it's not the way, the form the body uses it in. So it still has to convert it. So you can find ascorbate is the version of vitamin C that you'd want to look for. I was saying also chlorophyll, so dark leafy greens, and you can find chlorophyll, and I have chlorella here. This chlorella tablets, also spirulina, and I found more specific research for spirulina on this that we're working on right now, but a lot of times they're used interchangeably, spirulina and chlorella.
Now, what we're trying to do is we're trying to build that immune system so that if we are around somebody who has the virus, we're not going to catch it. Is that what what's
exactly.
our goal?
And that's something to especially focus on when we're stressed about what's going on. It's hard to control, but we can control how we respond, the state that we're in when we address these stressors. So our body is designed, our immune system is designed to ward off viruses. We do this all the time. The only reason that this is spreading so quickly and it's so contagious is that the body hasn't ever seen this version of the flu. We see the seasonal flu every year. So the body has a lot of defenses against that. It recognizes it and can ward it off quickly, often before we even notice it. We haven't seen this version of coronavirus, but we do know that there are a lot of cases of asymptomatic coronavirus infections. That means the immune system is addressing it without outward signs. That means the body is able to handle that stress. It's extremely common. We don't hear about those cases because a lot of times those people don't even realize that they're infected. But doing things like taking the antioxidants, supporting with mushrooms, staying very hydrated. That's also extremely important right now, is drinking plenty of water. I do have a couple of things to avoid the stress: sugar, spirits, and smoke. So stress we talked about, and if there's time, I'd like to go into that a little bit more. Sugar slows our immune system and it slows our liver. So it's hitting us off the bat, and then it's decreasing our ability to produce antioxidants to make us strong. So sugar is something that we want to avoid. Of course, high fructose corn syrup, other sweeteners. The only sugar that I would really recommend right now is that from the that you're getting from those dark berries. Other than that, avoid sugar. Spirits, alcohol. That again is a stressor on the body. It slows the liver down. So that's going to slow your body's ability to address the stress that's coming at it. If you're having alcohol, limit it. Just be aware. And then smoking, of course. If we're smoking, we're filling the lungs. They're not able to address the virus that's could be coming at them. So now's a great time to find an alternative to the smoking, and deep breathing helps with that a lot.
Well, I used to be a smoker, actually, and that was the hardest thing I've ever quit in my life. And being, I quit, like 17 years ago, 18 years ago, actually, almost. But I was a smoker, and I was quite a heavy smoker. But I couldn't even imagine quitting smoking in a time like this with the stress. So what can we do to try to quit during a time like this?
That's a good point. I wouldn't even put that out there. I'm going to quit because before you ask your body to do anything, you've got to give it all the tools that it requires. So we use smoking as a stress management, a stress relief. It's a me time. There's nothing else going on right now. That's all about me. So find other ways of creating that feeling. Maybe decrease the need for the cigarettes, using the deep breathing, going for a walk. And that brings me to that move, nourish, recover. Movement is very helpful. It clears the mind. It literally brings our attention into the body. So we're fully focused in the present. When you're going out for a walk, you're probably not thinking, man, I wish I could just stop for the cigarette. You're doing something else that is helping you, that's serving you. That gentle movement is stimulating your immune system. Every time you move all of your joints, you're pumping your lymphatic, that's your immune system, your circulation. When you're moving, you increase your metabolism slightly. That increases how deeply you're breathing. So again, you're clearing out your lungs. Gentle movement. This isn't the time to get into the best shape of your life. Your energy should be focused on supporting your immune system, supporting your nervous system. That means gentle walking, gentle yoga, about 70% intensity or less. Stretching helps with that, especially before bed, first thing in the morning, because that's when we're setting the stage for our day. When we wake up and create a new routine. So instead of waking up and going out for the coffee and the cigarette, I invite you to lovingly, supportingly, wake up and just do 5 minutes of stretching in the morning. Take a couple of deep breaths. You can then go have your coffee, go have your cigarette, but at least you've given your body that experience of relaxation before we kind of go back to our crutches. So gentle moving, and then nourishing with our nutrition and our social connections. I've been watching a lot of TED Talks lately, and looking at these people that live the longest and live the healthiest. And this is important as we're talking about the smoking. The people that live the highest quality of life and the longest years, the one thing that's most closely connected to all of them has nothing to do with exercise, with diet, with smoking, with genetics. The one thing is what?
Stress.
It is, and social connection, which connecting socially, connecting authentically relieves stress. So yes.
Wow. So get into that a little bit. That's very interesting. So what kind of social connection?
Your neighbors, just checking in if there's a loved one, say a grandparent that you might be worried about. But I mean, honestly, a friend, a coworker, find somebody who might be having the same stressors as you, and not because you want to commiserate and talk about all the things that are going wrong, but to identify, to recognize I'm not the only one. What I'm experiencing right now is very common. It's very familiar to everyone in my life. So they might not be experiencing it in the same way, but everybody has the same fears, the same doubts and uncertainties. And just having that reminder, that mirror, is really comforting.
Yeah, absolutely.
In this on your own. We're all going through this together.
So I liked what you said earlier about, you want movement. Obviously, if you weren't doing any before, I mean, it'd be great for any movement now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, it's not the time necessarily to get in the best shape of your life, but what does the movement do and how much should we do it in a day?
30 minutes a day is a good rule of thumb. Anything that you're up, and I mean, what I was getting at is different directions, but you can walk for 30 minutes and experience the physical benefits, to your heart, your stroke volume, the strength of each heartbeat, your circulation, your blood pressure. I did also want to mention the conditions that we want to specifically support as far as preventative wellness is obesity, hypertension, diabetes. So these are all helped by exercise. Poor circulation, poor lung function, and anemia. And that just has to do with our body delivering the oxygen. And we can support anemia with the chlorophyll. But all of these other things can be directly supported by moderate intensity exercise, 30 minutes a day. Some combination of strengthening and movement. And I don't even want to get into the details of muscle strength, endurance, cardio, it's not important. Just get up and move. And what's most important is that you enjoy it. Put on some music that you like. Like if there's, a high school or music has a very good way of connecting our brain to these memories. So think of a time in your life that you were the happiest and put on songs from that, create that feeling and get into the emotion. Remember where you were, who was there, what it looked like, what it felt like. And as you do, you will feel that the positive emotion, that's coherence. That's that feeling of, just in the flow. That experience is your body telling you, yes, this is what I need. Like I'm activated, I'm turned on, and know that your immune system is best that way. Your blood sugar is supported. Do things that you're enjoying. If you can bring your family into it, get a stability ball, go pass the ball around with your daughter, play games. That's most important. So to find something that you're going to enjoy.
Now, can I break up 10, 10, and 10, or is there a certain time of the days that are better or anything like that?
Most important is that you do it.
Okay.
From there, some studies show that breaking it up is best. It's easiest if you get 3 different chances during the day. So I would say start there. It's easier to walk away for 10 minutes. So doing 3 10-minute workouts, it gives your body 3 different times to kind of get into that mode. It's very convenient. Another good time is first thing in the morning. Gives you a chance to clear your head, to get up and moving, support your circulation. And your body, first thing in the morning, has gone all night without eating. So it is in that rest and repair, rest and digest mode. Make sure, of course, that you're hydrated, that you're not weak, but that's an excellent time to do gentle movement. And then eat just after your relaxed breathing and your movement. That's the best time to nourish.
Wow. So, Dr. Kim, first of all, any last things you want to say? But again, everybody, I appreciate Dr. Kim being here. She talked about making sure that you're on a routine, that you definitely eat right to keep your immune system, add in, a handful of supplements that she discussed earlier. Also, breathing is so important, just 2 minutes at a time. Okay. And she talked about the free app that's available. She talked about movement, just simple movement. It can be 30 minutes a day total. It can be simple, walking, whatever. It can be broken up, or it can be all at the same time. Do stuff that is, with your kids, or, a ball or anything, pretty much, but just these things are all going to, through COVID-19, we want to keep stress management very low. We want to make sure that we are interacting with people, like you said, very important. Mm-hmm. And I thought that was very interesting when you said earlier, when people live the longest, it's not because of what they ate and their exercise, it's because of their social environment. Right? Mm-hmm. Which I thought was, I've heard that before, but I thought that was very interesting, again, to bring that up. So go ahead.
I was just going to say, especially now, and that's important to note, we keep hearing, and it's the front of our minds, social isolation. It's not social distancing. Social distancing is different than social isolation. It's actually a really incredible time to use our resources and connect online. I mean, use FaceTime. You can see someone's face, see their facial expression. There are so many groups popping up. I'm sure you can look on Facebook and see free workouts, free yoga classes, free dance classes. Find something you enjoy. There's so much available on YouTube. And I did, like you're mentioning, there's the YouTube. I have some videos out that you're welcome to. Move, Nourish, Recover with Dr. Kim. There's some
Move, Nourish, Recover with Dr. Kim on YouTube.
That's the YouTube channel. There's some fitness, some yoga, relaxation, and then just education. There's also a Facebook group, Lifestyle as Medicine.
Lifestyle as Medicine on Facebook that she has.
Mm-hmm. Lifestyle as Medicine, Health Through Habits. It's a Facebook group. It's free. There are also workouts there. There are resources there. But find community. Reach out to people, your friends, your coworkers, your family, and share with them what you're doing. Keep each other inspired. Keep each other accountable. Remembering too that a lot of times when we need the support the most, we're not reaching out. It's hardest to reach out. So think of the people in your life that you haven't heard from in a little while. Just like they say, hug goes both ways. When you reach out to connect with someone that you're concerned with, you're getting that same the same support, the same health benefit.
Well, and you know what, right now, which a lot of people are doing, which we've done, is you can get on Zoom just like this. You can have, it's easy if you hit zoom.us, I think, or something like that. I think it's zoom.us, might be, I don't know, Zoom. There's free accounts. It's a free account. You can talk up to 40 minutes. You can have your family on it. You can have your friends on it. You can have anybody on it. And you just hit a link and you can bring everybody, your entire family, to have that social connection. Right? Mm-hmm. Make sure everybody's doing, and for those, seniors and people that are out there that can't, be around other people and they're home alone, right? Mm-hmm. So try to get out there and have that social connection with those people.
Yeah, and I've even been seeing some really awesome cooking demos and people making dinner and then having dinner or having a cocktail together. But having that face-to-face, that connection time, it's good for your heart. It feels good, and that's your body telling you it's good for you. Just kind of wrapping that up is the recovery. Remember, our nervous system has two modes. It has work and it has repair and heal. When we're stressed, when we're fearful, when we're in our heads and planning and trying to organize and predict and control things, our energy is in the muscles. Our energy is in the brain. It's not in our immune system. It's not in our ability to heal. The only time that we heal and support is during relaxation. You can experience that relaxation with every exhale. Every time you breathe out, think of that as strengthening your healing. And you can concentrate that effect by just those 2-minute breathing exercises. And you can extend it to 5 or 10 minutes, but know that it only takes 2 minutes to get that effect. There are a couple of other breathing techniques I wanted to share.
Yeah.
There's one, and we could even try this too. It's just a 2-minute breath. Find what works for you, but it's breathing in for 4 seconds, holding for 7, and breathing out for 8. So
can we just do it for 1 minute and everybody know that to do it for 2, so we can just try it?
Perfect. Yeah. So, and I'll count for us. We'll just do 3 rounds.
Okay.
So you can let your eyes relax closed. Take a deep clearing breath in and out. And then breathing in through your nose for 4, 3, 2, hold, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, breathe out, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, breathe in, 4, 3, 2, hold, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, breathe out, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, breathe in, 4, 3, 2, hold, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, breathe out, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So that's another quick way to reset your nervous system.
I felt so relaxed.
I'm glad to hear that. That one's very powerful. For some people, the breath hold is a lot, but that you can feel the strength.
I felt so relaxed. Just for that 1 minute, I felt so relaxed.
Yes, and that's Dr. Weil popularized that one. You can look it up, but again, there's a lot of research behind it, and the more you practice it, the better you get at it. The one thing that I would want you to remember from all of this is strengthen your ability to heal. Just like we train muscles with exercise and we train skills that we learn at work, you can train your body to become stronger and better at healing. Using chlorophyll, using antioxidants, make sure that you're well hydrated. You're breathing deeply, so you're supporting your lymphatic flow, your circulation, and that you are recovering. So relaxed breathing, gentle yoga, stretching, meditation. You're connecting with loved ones, your friends, your family, sharing your experience, but don't get caught up in the complaining.
Right.
Support. What are we doing? How can we share? How can we lift each other up? And do the same. Lift yourself up. Find things that you can do during the day purely because you like it. Simply because it's going to make you happy, because that's important. That's, again, you can train your brain to think that way. And sleep. Make sure that you're getting plenty of sleep. I know when our mind is racing, it can be difficult to sleep. So consistency, make sure that you're waking up at the same time. You're eating your meals at the same time, and you give yourself an hour before bed to relax, stretch, meditate, find a relaxing yoga on YouTube, or have a nice leisurely talk with a loved one just before bed. Like, get that social support, that loving connection. And yeah, make sure that you're giving yourself plenty, 7-8 hours of sleep. That is when your body heals. That's what's going to prepare you to be strong the next day.
Well, Dr. Kim, first of all, I appreciate your time and helping out everybody today. Dr. Kim, like I said at the beginning, I met Hippocrates. She is so knowledgeable. I've taken some of her courses. She also has a lot of free stuff out there. I want all of you to know that during this pandemic, there is so many of us out here as professionals that we are out here to help all of you. We want to make sure that you're healthy. We want to make sure that you're doing what needs to be done. I'm going to be bringing, over the next couple weeks, I'm going to be bringing multiple professionals in the businesses, from attorneys to doctors to CPAs to lenders, to everybody that you can think of, to help all of you during these uncertain times. We will make it through. I promise you, we will make it through. We have to be optimistic. We have to plan, and we have to take care of ourselves, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you having me here. And I'm so excited to see the other presentations. It sounds like such a comprehensive group. And I love that you're doing this, putting professionals together so that you get really quality advice and resources and remember that you're supported.
Well, and that's why I put it together for everybody out there that is sitting home and saying, you know, what's real, what's fake, what can I listen to? Everybody that I'm bringing on, I promise you that they know what they're talking about. That's why they're the best in the industry. Just like Dr. Kim being, you know, and actually coming up and being one of the co-founders of the of Hippocrates weight loss, okay? And now, you know, they call it something different now, but whatever it is, I'm telling you, I met her. To impress me takes a lot. And as I've said to you, you've impressed me. You've been amazing. Your information, everything that you always said, you took us to places like Whole Foods and showed us exactly how to shop. You know, you talked about the Dirty Dozen in the, what's it called? The Dirty Dozen in the
Link 15. Yeah, the environmental working
Look that up, guys, because there's some things that really will help more being organic. And, you know, there's just so much out there, but just take away what she talked about today. Okay. And that's routine, sleeping enough, eating healthier. Okay. For sure. You know, taking the time to take care of you, being social, breathing. Okay. Is really important, in movement, pretty much. Right?
Yeah, and it's these same things that we know are good for us that we hear over and over. But when we actually understand that the body works differently, when we simply speak clearly to it, you change your hormones, you change the way that your body maintains your blood sugar, your immune response, you're using lifestyle as medicine therapeutically, and you're powerful enough to do that. And it's an honor to be able to remind you guys of that power.
Well, you've always said the body is very smart.
Exactly. Right? It wants to work for you. The way that it's working is just its adaptation to our habits, the way that we live. And when we change the way that we live, we change the way the body works.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Kim. I appreciate everything today. It was really awesome. Thank you for listening in and tuning in to us, everybody. Bye.